What's up, Raiders? TristenWulf here. Happy spooky month. You like the makeover we've got for Raid? I'm really digging the new spooky look that we have around Raid Shadow Legends. October is my favorite month and Halloween is my favorite season. So I love the aesthetic. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the Fusion event that really just started ramping up a few hours ago. Summon Rush event is up, and this hero looked really good. Sanguine Maria. The Undead Horde is amazing, and this unit, first when I saw her, I was like, Sanguine, doesn't that mean blood? And I was like, oh my god, Blood Maria, it's Bloody Mary. That's heckin' amazing. And she's even got the mirrors. Her kit looks solid. She's built to be a PvP unit, but people were coming out with lots of ways to use her in PvE. A lot of videos hit showing her soloing content, and I guess some of those videos made her out to be so incredibly powerful that Plarium decided she was too strong. So a nerf was just announced. And it's frustrating because the nerf was announced like about 3 hours ago. So it was basically after the summon rush had started, when people had already decided, hey, I'm going to put a lot of resources into getting Maria. Now, I mean, the good news is, at very least, she's still a very strong hero. We'll get into what the nerf entails and what it involves, but I guess the other silver lining is it wasn't a debilitating summon rush, right? It's only 3,000 points. So it wasn't, if you did put some resources into it, it's not like it bled you dry, but still, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good to be going for a hero, to put hard-earned resources, to maybe spend money into it, and then I'll find out later that it's different than what was advertised. And that's going to feel rough for some people, but let's talk about what these nerfs are and what they're doing to Sanguine Maria. Okay, so this is the official announcement from Plarium. It says, upcoming adjustments for Sanguine Maria. Hello Raiders, we have an important update about the champion of the current mixed fusion event, Sanguine Maria. We acknowledge that the mechanics of Sanguine Maria do not work according to the role we intended for this champion. Due to almost incessant series of strikes that she's able to deliver with her A1 to bosses, she can deal with high-level PvE content much more easily than she is supposed to, all while receiving minimal, if any, assistance from other champions. Even though she needs to be built in a very specific way to show such spectacular PvE performance, it puts her too much out of line with the role we initially designed her for. So here's what they're saying. They wanted her to be for PvP. And then some people found out, mostly through the test server, making completely unrealistic builds that I'm just going to straight up say it. Nobody in this game's making those builds. The gear that it takes to put the builds together that I've seen in videos where this girl is soloing bosses and soloing PvE content, there are other heroes that are just easier to build, that are faster at soloing the content. So why wouldn't you just build those? I think they're trying to solve a problem that doesn't exist. And I hate it. I hate it when people try to solve problems that don't even exist yet. It's not a good look and it's not a good feel, and especially going into a fusion event, people are excited and hyped for this unit, and this is a good kick in the gut for it. And thus we decided to adjust Maria's skills, all the while aiming to retain her value for arena-like encounters. So again, they're trying to do this in a way that doesn't damage her usefulness in PvP. If you're pulling this unit just for PvP, you maybe don't have anything to worry about. Maria's skills will be changed in the following way. Her A1 won't grant her an extra turn when fighting bosses, and the damage multiplier of her A1 will be slightly decreased. That little sentence says a whole lot. One of the best uses we think we found for was in Fire Knight. Her high chance to proc an extra turn. I mean, it was a high chance to proc an extra turn. Letting her spam her A1, do extra hits was going to be devastating to the Fire Knight, but it's also key to what was letting her solo a lot of bosses. And without that, and with her damage being reduced, she's just not going to get the hit after hit after hit after hit in off to her A1s, so she's not going to be able to burst down bosses anymore. This Small change has a massive impact, and I think it's going to pretty much make her unusable in PvE content. Maybe people will still find a way, but it basically breaks her interaction for all PvE content. Now, it does say just for bosses, so she will still work for wave content, but once you get to the boss fight itself, you're not going to get much out of her. Now, it does say her A1's damage will be slightly decreased. Again, I think that is just because of the insane number of times she was hitting, the damage added up against bosses, but it's not going to be impactful in PvP. The next big change, her passive will decrease the received damage to a lesser extent when fighting bosses compared to its current effect. Now, it doesn't say what that damage reduction is, right? Right now in her skill, it says that that each subsequent hit from this champion deals 33% more damage, and each subsequent hit from this champion receives 33% less damage. So currently she receives 33% less, and it can stack up to 99%. I'm told that the changes are going to be when it's a boss, instead of being 33%, it's going to be 11, and it'll stack up to 33%. Now, the passive's still going to work in PvP, but against bosses, she's not going to be able to just sit there and take no damage while dealing multiple hit after hit after hit. She's going to be a fragile little flower in boss fights. So again, taking her into PvP, she's not going to do all of her tricks, and she's probably just going to die. So yeah, if you were pulling this champion because you saw some videos that got you excited about using her in PvE, I am sorry, that interaction is broken. If you've spent shards already in the champion chase and you've already dumped resources into it, I am doubly sorry. Plarium knew about this. They've known about this interaction for a while. I don't know why they waited until after the summon rush started. It's frustrating, but here we are. I don't think this was necessary. I really don't. The level of gear it takes to do this was so stupid high that I don't think there was any reason for this to happen. They could have just run things the way they are, and it would have changed the game for maybe 5 people in the entire game. It feels really bad. It feels bad. It sucked a lot of the hype out of this event. Is she still worth pulling? If you are an Arena Andy, if you like playing PvP, yeah, her kit is still powerful. She deals with Stone Skin. She's a solid nuker. She's going to hit like a truck. And I think if you enjoy the PvP of this game, she is a wonderful tool to have in your tool belt. But if you don't play the PvP, you don't engage in the PvP, I think she might be a skip. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section. Are you guys going to go for? Are you going to keep swinging? Or did this just kind of set your mind up that you're going to pass and wait for the esoteric Leo event that's coming someday, right? Surely, right? All right, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a good one, everybody.